Local health authorities have released a new set of social distancing guidelines that will take effect from next week and until the end of this month. For more on this and other COVID-19 related updates, joining us live in the studio is a reporter, Shin Ye-eun. Good afternoon, Ye-eun.
Good afternoon, Mogan.
Now, Ye-eun, tell us, the government released the details of the new social distancing measures. What are they? How are they different from the previous ones?
So not too much has changed, but they've actually extended the current measures for another 2 weeks, meaning that the greater Seoul area is under level 4 and areas outside the capital are under level 3. But what did change was the limit on the number of people allowed to gather after 6 p.m. First, in the greater Seoul area, up to a maximum of 8 people can meet regardless of whether they meet before or after 6 p.m. Of the 8, 4 have to be fully vaccinated. Those in level 3 areas outside the capital can meet in groups of up to 10 as long as 6 people are fully vaccinated. Also, to help high school seniors prepare for the national college entrance exams, study cafes and libraries can extend their business hours to midnight in the greater Seoul area, and some vaccine incentives have also been introduced. More of the fully vaccinated can attend religious services in person, play in sports competitions, and watch games at stadiums. Friday's guidelines will work as a bridge for the country to smoothly transition to next month's COVID-19 exit strategy called Living with the Coronavirus, where authorities focus on the number of deaths and patients in critical condition rather than the number of daily cases.
So will this be the last such measures before we head on to the Living with COVID-19 scheme next month?
Hopefully, yes. Prime Minister Kim Boo-kyum said that he hopes the measures introduced on Friday will be the final ones before the country eases even more restrictions from November. Take a listen.
I really hope this will be the last adjustment before we start to gradually return to our daily lives as promised in November. We have some 15 days left before taking the step of returning to normal. This is our last hurdle. We ask everyone to continue cooperating with the measures and get vaccinated.
The Prime Minister said authorities are still on the lookout for a potential uptick in cases following the 3-day weekend for Hangul Day on October 9th, and with many moving around the country to enjoy the autumn foliage. But he also mentioned that with higher vaccination rates, the number of new cases will drop.
I think we're starting to see that already, as we're expecting to see 70% of the nation's population get fully vaccinated in the next few weeks.
Right.
But before that, can you tell us about today's new COVID-19 infection situation?
Right, we've definitely seen a drop in the number of new cases. South Korea on Friday confirmed 1,684 new COVID-19 infections. All but 14 of today's cases were locally transmitted. And meanwhile, more than 62.5% of people have been fully vaccinated.
We hope the number still stays low over the weekend. Now, South Korea is not the only country seeing progress, but we're also seeing the United States showing some advancements in their dealing with COVID-19. Tell us more on that.
Right, so the United States has been actually trying to enforce vaccine mandates for federal workers and major companies. And President Joe Biden said Thursday that his plan has been working because the COVID-19 case rates have since been falling in 39 states. Here's what he said.
It's working. We're making progress. Nationally, daily cases are down 47%. Case rates are declining in 39 states, and hospital rates are declining in 38 states. We're down to 66 million, still unacceptably high number of unvaccinated people from almost 100 million in July.
The president's comments came a day after the country's top infectious disease expert, Anthony Fauci, said vaccinations will further contain the virus, especially since experts found that there won't be a more dangerous or contagious variant than Delta. Meanwhile, the United States vaccine drive got another boost on Thursday when a panel of outside advisors to the FDA unanimously voted in favor of authorizing Moderna booster shots for seniors aged 65 and up and those at risk of severe illness. The FDA will use this result when making its decision on the shots. If it approves them, the final ruling will be made by the CDC, which is scheduled to meet next week.
Okay, thank you so much, Ye-eun, for your reports this week. Hope to see you again in the near future.
Thank you so much.